Whoa, looked like I was going through it. Hi guys. My deep ass voice. Hi guys. So as I said, I'm doing a weekend reading vlog. Um, I'm currently trying to choose between two books. I'm trying to choose between Love Your Life and The Book of Cold Cases. I am gonna read both of these. I think I'm gonna read Love Your Life because it's a romance book. I did like a little try a chapter thing, and I'm kind of reading through this easier because I'm also listening to my favorite writer, so it's like easier to read this romance for some reason than it is this one. But yeah, so I love Sophie Kinsella. I'm just discovering this. I've read 3 of her books. For some reason I cannot read Confessions of a Shopaholic. I think because the cover is so outdated. She is updating all of her covers, but I love her books. I keep going back and like finding like her books that like she's released like earlier. Like I love that she's been releasing books since like 2000 something. I don't know. But there's so many books that I always go and find. This one is about this girl who like just got broken up with. She like has like this dating app thing, and she decides to just go like to this retreat like cold turkey, and I guess she like meets a guy. I like Sophie Kinsella books because they're they're not, well, it's ironic because they're not very smutty, but I mean like earlier in 2007 and stuff. Not saying that the book was written in 2007, but I feel like because she's such like an author who wrote books in like 2007 that like she doesn't really care for smut. But these are kind of like chick lit, I guess, or like they're more so focused on like the character development and the character's life and the character's family and then a dash of romance. But I don't mind. Like I actually love that. Ironically, because you know I need my smut, but I love Sophie Kinsella. Like her characters are great, the romances are great, the families are great. I just eat it up. So yeah, and then the Book of Cold Cases I'm reading because I'm listening to My Favorite Murder, and this one is about a true crime. Because I really want more books that aren't like, oh look guys, look at Apple. She always tries to get domestic. Um, so I really want more books that like are like true crime, like what's that book? What is it called? Like Swim, Late Night Swim, Swim Night. What is that book called? Literally can't even tell you. Don't know. But um yeah. So now we're going to do a tarot card reading because I am getting into tarot card. I don't know a lot about I was okay. I was into tarot cards and like spirituality stuff. I didn't want to say it in my last video because people like I don't want like spirituality can be like a religion, or it could be like a practice, or it could be like anything you really want it to be, and it's not really like a religion for me. So I don't really want people to think that like I'm trying to introduce something to my channel or to people, you know. But so I kind of got into it in 2017 with tarot cards and crystals. I've been collecting crystals since 2017, and like all that stuff, but then I kind of stopped. So I'm re-getting into it because my sister got into it. She was like, oh, you should get back into it. So that's why I have like all these astrology books and tarot cards and crystals, and I have this notebook where I keep like everything that I learned in it. So like angel numbers and like the moon phases and numerology, and there's my tarot card notes and like plants and herbs and astrology, tarot, law of attraction, law of detachment because I need to work on that, and like my angel numbers. I love angel numbers. I see them all the time. So this is like my handy dandy notebook, and today I'm going to pick a tarot card. If you don't know what tarot cards are, they are, a lot of people think that they are to read the future. Like sure, if that's what you want. I personally think that the future is always changing. There's one thing that you can always do, like, you know, there's always the path, the left or right, and like say the future was like you were supposed to go left, but then you do something like really spontaneous and you go right, like your future changed. I like to use tarot cards to clarify things, to clarify friendships, romance, you know, clarify things, you know. That's how I like to use it. And I like to practice tarot cards by picking a card of the day. So these are my tarot cards. It's called Affirmation Tarot. I got it on Amazon. The cards are absolutely beautiful. I'm obsessed with this card deck. I have another deck, but I use this one all the time because I am just so obsessed. So I probably should have charged the crystal first. I probably should have like cleansed it first, but that's fine. It's just a card of the day. So what I like to do is I like to, a lot of people like to like shuffle, and then whatever card falls out is like, that's their card. But I personally like to shuffle for a bit. I like to shuffle like a bunch of different ways because I'm not that good at shuffling. You're supposed to like split the deck, I think. Let me do that. So yeah, I like to shuffle, and then I'll show you how I like pick my card. Because I like to do it based off of intuition, because I think I'm very intuitive. Like, I think I'm very intuitive. So, and then I like fan, oops. I don't like when I like see a peek of the card. Like, even if I don't see what the card is, I just don't like when I see a peek of the card. So maybe I should sit upright. That's so close. And if I lean back too far, I am gonna fall. So I like to fan the cards out, and then I like to pick whatever is drawing to my eye. So I'll say this one. And this one is, it's the Hangman upside down though. Oh, the cards were upside down. I do that all the time. I need to start checking if the cards are upside. I don't like reading in reverse, so we're just gonna flip it up the right way. Because you can read a card like, so you can read a card upright, and then you can read a card in reverse, which is when you pull it upside down. I don't like doing that just because I'm still learning the deck, so I don't want to read it like in reverse. So it's the Hangman, and it's this card. And it's a major arcana, and it's number 12. So there are two types. There's a major arcana and a minor arcana. The major arcana are like life lessons, like the big picture. And then the minor arcana is like the suits and stuff like that. And it's like the smaller lessons. And if you get a major arcana with the minor arcana, the major arcana is always the most important. So I have this list of, I should have brought my phone. I have this list of like what the cards like mean, like shortly. So the Hangman, number 12, is pause, surrender, letting go, and new perspective. So I'm gonna grab my phone, and so what I like to do is I wrote all of these down. So I like to look up the meaning of them first, and then I like to look up the meaning of in the book to get an idea. So like if I'm doing a reading for myself, usually a romance one, I'll like look up what they mean in my book to get a picture of like the reading, and then I'll look up the bigger picture, and then I'll like write them down. The Hangman reminds you that sometimes you have to put everything on hold before you can take the next step, or the universe will do it on your behalf, and it may not always be at the most convenient time. You may have heard the saying, what got you here won't get you there, and indeed is indeed is at playing and that is indeed at play with this card. Clearly I cannot read. The Hangman calls you to release old mental models and behavior patterns that no longer serve you, so you can see your world from a new perspective and embrace new opportunities that would otherwise been hidden from you if you didn't hit the brakes. So it's also more like it's like more in depth, and usually I'll just like use it to like what it implies, which is why I usually do readings on like myself or my friends, so like I can know the situation, because even though I'm very intuitive, I'm also really new with the cards. So I don't want to give this person a reading and then I don't know them and I don't know what I'm talking about and I just mess up their entire life. So I usually do readings on like myself, where I kind of know the situation, or I do it on my friends, you know, or whatever. And yeah, I feel like this part was so long, so hopefully you guys like that, and I'll try to do like a card of the day tomorrow and Sunday. And yeah, I'll actually try to get some reading done now. So thank you. I forgot to record a clip before I left for work, but I basically finished a book last night. It's called The Bluff, and it's a second book in the Calamity series. I'm not finishing that series. The characters are like very bland. Like, I mean, the book is only like 200 pages, but it's about this guy who, okay, it's about this girl, and she moves to Calamity. She's the best friend of the main character in the first book, and she's up having this one night stand with this guy at the, like, who's a bartender, and he ends up like, he has a daughter and she's like 16, and he wants custody of her, but the mom and the stepdad are like really evil and won't let him get custody, and like they set him up and crazy stuff, crazy stuff. And so he marries her to like show them that like he can be a good person or whatever, and marriage of convenience. I thought I was gonna like it, didn't care. I don't like when people have children in stories. I don't know why. Even if they're teenagers. Oh, teenagers are the worst. Y'all know, like, if you know me, you know that I hate when authors write kids in stories because they make them talk like sorry. I would rather have that than a teenager in a book. Which is ironic because I read YA, but teenagers, like, teenagers as people's children in adult books, annoying. Cannot deal with it. But yeah, I was gonna do a tarot card of the day. I guess I still could. Cannot read the Book of Cold Cases while listening to My Favorite Murder for some reason, but I can like read a romance. I think because like romance doesn't take much thought. But yeah, I just threw my cards across the room. This lighting is so terrible, but it's fine. You guys can deal with it. So, shuffling the cards. So, I'm on episode 24 of My Favorite Murder. I'm watching them, and these are like an hour long, like, and I'm not listening to them on like 2 times speeds or nothing. And actually, no, I might be further than 24. And I never remember. I really like it because I have a good memory, but I can only remember so much. So, I really like them because they're not too detailed. With Bailey Cerulean, her videos are very detailed, and I love that. But she really goes from like how their life started, like what happens. Whereas in My Favorite Murder, they just talk about like important stuff, and like, I don't want to say important stuff, but like major factors, like like really cool information. And I really like that because it really helps me remember them better. Now what I need to do is learn how to remember the names of these people, because like if it's like the Night Stalker or the Golden State Killer or like the Zodiac, like, or like Ted Bundy, like I can remember those, but like for the other ones I really only know them by their cases. So like if you start talking about the cases, I'll be like, oh yeah, I know this one. But if you start telling me like the name, I'm not gonna know what you're talking about. Anyways, so let's pull a card. I think I'm just gonna pick like whatever card is on the top of the deck, because I really don't feel like maneuvering. I did it upside down again. No, this card was just upside down. Why was this card upside down? I'm just gonna do, oh, okay, I think the 6s are up, some of these are upside down. Okay, I'm like, girl, I'm gonna shuffle again. I'm not doing a reverse card. I do not do reverse cards. Okay, so I got 8 of Wands, and Pentacles are about like finance, Cups are about emotions and relationships and love. Sword, I think Wands are about thoughts and creativity, and I forget what Swords are. I literally have it written down. Creativity, okay, yeah. Swords are about intellect, logic, and communication. Okay. Anyway, so 8 of Wands. It's about movement and quick change. The 8 is a dynamic card containing a high level of energy that propels you forward to reach your goals at a much faster pace. You can expect to be very busy, but this is a good busy. Periods during which you are enthusiastic about the progress you are making. It wants to encourage you to go with the flow. Don't resist it. Everything is moving fast right now, so make the most of this forward momentum to manifest your goals and dreams. Allow the energy of the universe to flow through you and propel you to a closer goal. Trying to slow things down because you are not ready or you're fearful about the unknown will just waste this opportunity. Use the energy instead to fuel positive change and produce significant results, which I kind of needed to hear. Not that my life is like really busy or things are changing or anything, but I do not like change, and I've been I have been teaching myself to get used to change, because things change, like life changes. Like you can't be used to the same thing all the time, you know? Like me not liking change is not getting me anywhere in life, basically. And so I'm trying to get used to change and things like that. So working on, I don't know, I feel like me getting into spirituality is really changing me for like the better, because I'm in such a positive mindset now, which me couldn't have thought. But yeah, I like to shuffle my cards one last time once I'm done. But yeah, I'm about to go make dinner and then set up for this watch party and read and relax. And I'm about to finish this episode of My Favorite Murder at least. Okay, so hi guys, this is Cassidy. I wanted to like the laugh. This is Cassie. She's reading The Spanish Love Deception. I'm sure you guys look how far she got. She's been reading this. What day did you get it?
Well, no, you got it for me.
I mean, no, I'm not saying like
I don't know what day I started. Maybe like 3 days ago.
Yeah, so she got this far in 3 days. She also read The Love Hypothesis, which she is
obsessed with.
Yeah, I was literally about to say obsessed with. I convinced her to get like all of these books. It's really just like a reader's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Life goal is to turn someone else into like,
a reader.
A reader, and not even the kind of person that's like, oh yeah, like I'll read that, but like literally you've like been picking up like book after book.
No, I literally went to Barnes & Noble and got a stack of books this high.
Yeah, so for me that is amazing, because now I actually have someone I can talk to. Remember like, what was it, last year when I was like trying to get you into reading? I was like, oh, have you ever read Cassandra Clare? And I was like obsessed with her books last year, and I was like trying to get you to read it. Those books are humongous. So
but I don't know, because now I got in such a slump after like Love Hypothesis.
Yeah,
I was like just so upset it was over, but now I have that stack of books and now I want to read so I can get through all of them.
Yeah, so how are you feeling about The Spanish Love Deception?
I really like it. It was kind of, the beginning was kind of weird.
Yeah,
like it was like just slow and kind of started in like a weird spot. Like it didn't really introduce much, but now it's getting good. Yeah. And I told you last night, getting kind of spicy.
Yeah, she texted me. We literally were watching Cobra Kai. She texted me. She's like, this is getting so spicy. We literally were watching Cobra Kai on Discord. I think I was out of frame that entire time. Oh. We were watching on Discord, and she literally was just reading the entire time.
The entire time.
So I love that. What book do you think you would start next?
I think the next one I have to start next is
Fixer Up. Yes, that is a great book. You will love that. Also, The Spanish Love Deception. The best friend is having her own book. Ooh. It's called The Roommate Experiment, I think.
That'd be good.
Yeah. I mean, it's like 500 pages.
That one too?
Yeah. That's like, if it is 500 pages, like, I don't know. So, yeah, I didn't really read anything. I tried to start Bridgerton, but I didn't because I'm lazy. So, this is the best reading update we've gotten for today. So
it's not even yours.
Yeah. But hey, at least we got some content.
True.
So I started the Bridgerton book last night. It's actually very interesting because one of the memory scenes is actually like the start of the book. Also like how they met, and like the start of the book is really, it's kind of different than in the TV show, which I kind of like that because I didn't want to reread exactly something I had already read before. And I don't know, I feel like I'm out of my reading slump now. Not like completely to just be reading stuff like fast, but I feel like I'm out of my reading slump because listening to My Favorite Murder, like they always talk about books that they read. I'm also getting into like true crime books. If you read Anne Rule, tell me your favorite Anne Rule. Please like give like a little description of like what it's about though, because I'm really picky about the true crimes that I like. I liked it's either, I can't tell the voices apart, but I do know that Karen's my favorite, if that makes sense, because whenever Georgia says Karen's name, she's always saying something funny. But Karen or Georgia, they really like the show called I Survived. I think I'm gonna check it out. I really like survival stories. I don't really like unsolved cases because I like the satisfaction of knowing that they caught the person, even though the person never goes to jail for a long time. I like the satisfaction of knowing that they caught the person, that finding out what the person's motive is. I really like when the motive is something like crazy and good, not just like, oh, I saw this person on the street, I decided to kill them, but like it's like, yeah, this person hit my car 2 years ago, so I decided to seek my revenge. Like I like those kind of stories. I don't mind unsolved cases, I just don't go towards them because I like the satisfaction of knowing that the family got justice, the person got justice, even if it's probably not a good justice, because our legal system, you know, not like that. But they always talk about like books that they read, shows that they watched, and stuff like that. And so it encouraged me to read because they're always talking about books that they read. And I love that they're like really avid readers, and they're all, like, I think it's Karen who's always talking about how her mom was an avid reader and she grew up with her mom who used to read a lot. And that's kind of how I want to be as a mom. Like, I want to be reading all the time. My kids, like, they sneak my books or they want to read all the time because they see I read all the time, and like reading all the time is like normal. Cause sometimes with the amount of, and I really don't want people to be like, oh wow, you read so many books, like, you know, like what's the struggle in that. But sometimes I feel like embarrassed by how many books I read because a lot of people don't read one book. I read, like, I can read between 15 to 40 books a month. Like, sometimes I get embarrassed like telling people that I read 300 books a year because it makes it seem like I have no life. And I mean, I don't. Well, now I kind of do, but I don't at the same time, you know. So I just get embarrassed like telling people how many books I read. So knowing that there are other avid readers who read a book a day and all this stuff just makes me feel a little bit better. I know it's not really that serious, you know. But we're gonna pull a card of the day and see how today's gonna go. And hopefully I read Bridgerton while I'm at work. I'm probably gonna listen to My Favorite Murder at work. I'm on episode 35. The stories are just, I just find psychology so intriguing. I wish I never failed psychology in high school. I'm also gonna do some spring cleaning tomorrow. I might do another weekend reading vlog. I might start it Thursday because Thursday is St. Patrick's Day, and I'm hoping I'm going out that day with my friends. So maybe like vlog that, like be like the intro to the vlog, like reader girl by day, party girl by night type of thing, you know. Who knows? But I'm gonna clean my room for the full moon, just so I have like cleansed energy. And I wish my sister would have left some of her incense. That would have been perfect. But I'm gonna buy my own. I have literally no money right now. Sad. As someone who's used to always having money and buying stuff just because I want it, I have no money right now, and it sucks. Sad. But anyways, yeah, so I did some like manifesting for the full moon, and I'm trying to like interpret the just crazy dream I had last night. It wasn't crazy. I don't know why I said that, but I finally got to. I always remember my dreams and I always write them down. Well, not always, but most of the time, if it's like crazy or something, I write it down. But I wrote down. I'm starting to write down my dreams as I remember them. I've had dreams all week, so I immediately wrote this one down. Anyways, I'm gonna get my tarot cards and we're gonna pull a card. If I get the Lovers, I am gonna scream because I have been pulling the Lovers like in tarot decks, and I'm trying to recognize that as a synchronicity. A synchronicity is a sign from the universe that you see all the time. So angel numbers is a synchronicity, 1111. But also things that you see all the time, like say you like, or like say you like. Okay, the other day I saw this guy's name on this paper, and then the day after that I saw him at work, and he's in college, so I didn't even know he was like back. So it's like stuff like that, or like you think of a song and the song plays, or the song plays all the time. It's just like little messages. And I keep pulling the Lovers card, like just randomly. Okay, so the card is Three of Swords. Did I pull this yesterday? Oh, when the Three of Swords turns up in the tarot card, that it signals that you are feeling deeply hurt and disappointed. Your heart has been pierced by the sharp blades of others' hurtful words, actions, and intentions. They are inflicted intense emotion, pains, grief, sadness, grief, and heartbreak. These events are often unexpected to come out the blue and making them even more painful. This card just ate me up. But it's also essential that you continue to focus on the path. You run the risk of becoming so absorbed in the emotions swirling around you that you might lose sight of what you need to let go and move on. Yeah, heartbreak, separation, sadness, grief, sorrow, upset, loss, trauma, tears. So yeah, I'm also reading a dream interpretation book, and I was watching, whose YouTube video was I watching last night? I was watching someone do a true crime haul. I haven't watched BookTube in so long. This was the first BookTube video I watched in like ages. It was Glam X Cam. I'm trying not to show you my watch history, because I don't need to embarrass myself like that. Let me just remove some of this stuff. I could just show you in a better way, but just in case. Don't look at my subliminal messages that I watch. But yeah, her. Focus. Yeah, I was watching her video, and she was talking about this book. First of all, I couldn't figure out if the book was true, like was a true crime real case or a fictional book. It's called Find Me. It's about this guy who's a serial killer, and he hid all these bodies, and then his daughter becomes like part of the FBI, and he like basically says like, oh, if you want to know what happened, get me her. And because he used to use her in his cases, and I have a great memory, man. I love my memory. So yeah, he used to use her in his cases, and well, he used to use her in like his crimes to like lure people, and she grows up and becomes an FBI agent. And so he's like, okay, if you want me to tell you what happened, like bring her in. And it just seems really intriguing. I thought it was a real case at first, but that's my own thought. But then I looked into it and I was like, fiction, but it sounds good. So I kind of want to read more books that focus like that are like true crime cases and not like thrillers, you know. So I feel like I probably came back and people are probably like, oh, Mina's on her next hyperfixation. I have like 3 different hyperfixations right now, and I'm sorry that y'all have to suffer through it. Hopefully the spirituality one stays, so y'all know how I am with my hyperfixations. It's also ironic because literally around this time last year, but like February, I was obsessed with true crime. My hyperfixations always come back around. It's never like, oh, one and done. That's why I buy as many books as I buy. Also, I tweeted the other day and I asked if you guys wanted to see a video where I talk about my books I got because of like my other hobbies. So I have like this Marvel and DC book that talks about like the comic book characters. I have a Stranger Things book that just talks about like the characters and stuff like that. I have a Gravity Falls book. I like to collect things from like my other interests and hobbies. So if you guys like just like books that they have, because I think that people make such cool, if you're in a certain fandoms, they make such cool books based off those things. So if you want to see that video, let me know, even though I just told you all the books that I own. So but I would like show you pictures and things like that. So if you want to know, let me know. I also have I think I have a Shakespeare book. I want to get the true crime one because it's like a whole series. Oh, I also have my like astrology books and my tarot. Like, you know, I want to get more stuff of that. So let me know. Hello, this is me coming to end the vlog. I didn't really read last night. So I did read last night. I don't want to say I didn't really read. I did read last night. I read like a chapter. So I didn't really get far is what I'm trying to say. And now, having a cat, like I always have hair in my mouth now. Oh my gosh. I don't mind it because it's fine. But it's like, dang. Every time I open my mouth, I got hair in it. I'm always kissing her, so it's my own fault. But, I keep forgetting to make a thumbnail picture. So right now I'm trying to decide if I want to start the Book of Cold Cases. Because I want to read it so bad. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to start the Book of Cold Cases. Like I'm up early. It's like 10 a.m. right now, so I'm up early. So basically I can start the Book of Cold Cases before I listen to the podcast, or listen to the podcast and read Bridgerton. Basically is my 2 choices for today. I was editing my clip that I have with Cassie, my best friend, and I just wanted to say that her clip is so good. She's very good at reviewing. Like I don't want to say she was nervous before, but obviously, like, you know, she's never like film like a YouTube, well, I mean, not that I know of, but you know, when you don't like film YouTube videos, it's so awkward for you, especially with another person. So she handled herself very well. She reviewed the book like very well. I'm so proud of her. She's still reading the Spanish language section. She actually is almost done. I'll see if I can try to get another update from her from my next weekend's reading vlog. And yeah, that's it. It's so sad because with all of my other reading vlogs, like I read so much and all this stuff, and now I'm not reading a lot. I think I read 1 book and I've been struggling. Like, girl, what are you doing? I mean, it's fine. I'm trying to get out. I just never had a reading slump this bad. But I think what it is, it's always something. Like last week it was, and this is not me like placing the blame on anything. Like last week it was my TikTok obsession, and now it's my obsession with my favorite murder, which I think I'm dying down. I'm almost like listening to 40 episodes, which is 40 hours. And there's 300 episodes. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like, I think I might go back and listen to like the most recent ones and then keep going back. Like, listen to this. Like, I'm gonna listen to last week's one and then go back and then listen to this week's one and then go back and like do that every week. If I still listen to it, I don't know. I also want to listen to some other podcasts. Like, I want to listen to the last podcast on the left because they always talk about that. And then my coworker, she recommended me another true crime, which I gotta remember what it was. I'll probably text her. But yeah, my favorite thing about my YouTube channel is going back and seeing what my hyperfixations are and seeing how that like affects my channel and all that stuff. Anyways, I also need to clean my room, which I probably won't do today. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was gonna clean my room today. That's not happening. But I will clean my room this week. I want to clean my room for the full moon because the full moon is also in Virgo, which I'm a Virgo. So I just feel like I want to be like really clean and organized and cleansed for the full moon. So yeah, that is it for this vlog. Can't wait to see you guys for next week's vlog, and then hopefully I can like get out of vlogging and get into making like sit down videos, because a lot of people don't really watch my vlogs, which is fine. That's fine. I love vlogging. But I don't know why a lot of people don't watch my vlogs. I mean, I guess I'm not really that like interesting or anything. But like vlogs are really popular, but not mine. Like my vlogs used to be really popular when I first started BookTube, like very first, and then they just like stopped. I don't know. It's fine by me though. I like vlogging, and I know my subscribers that like it, if that makes sense. It's just like I was just like, I don't know. I always feel the need to defend myself because, you know, the website that we never speak of, Guru Gossip. Like I always like am fearful that they're gonna be like, oh, all my cares about is views and like, you know, tear me apart. But I mean, that's fine. Like, you know, I know that that's not all I care about, and the people who love my YouTube channel and my friends that I made from my YouTube channel and the people who watch my live streams, and they all know that I don't just care about views, or else I mean I would have stopped uploading a long time ago if that's all I cared about. Let's just be real here. But yeah, thank you for watching my channel. Thank you for watching my vlog. Be on the lookout for next week's vlog, and then I'll be making sit down videos soon, and hopefully we get a wrap up this month, because I mean I think we should get a, I don't know, I haven't really read them. I don't know, we'll see. Let me stop talking in this clip. This is never ending.